Beloved in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, beloved in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, this is a very urgent message, regarding the new theology, the worldly music in our churches, Sunday surge, and the immodest dress in many of our liberal, mainstream Seventh-day Adventist churches. I concur with ministers like Andrew Enriquez, who just preached a sermon including Clinton Baldwin and his apostasy, and brought out that what he's doing is wrong, and brought out the fact that it comes from many of our schools like Oakwood and Andrews that teach theories like higher criticism, that teach that you once saved, always saved, that the scriptures must not be proof texts like the Millerites and William Miller came up with, or like Isaiah 28 verse 9 and 10 says, but it must have expository backgrounds with exegetical methods utilizing situations dealing with historical setting and all kind of isms instead of utilizing the text itself to explain sound doctrine. Beloved in the Adventist Church, this is a very urgent message. In relation to the last prayer meeting I went to in the liberal Seventh-day Church in this area near my apartment, it was First Church. A minister stood up there and he stated that you might have just came back from the nightclub and heard a beat at the nightclub, and you get convicted that music is wrong, and you come into a church like this and you hear that same music, same beat by our musicians here at this church. He said you're a spiritual infant if you walk out and leave when that music is being played here at the church, because he's saying that you're spiritually immature if you can't take the beat here at the church. Let me tell you something, beloved. Testimonies to Ministers and Gospel Workers states this about that type of heresy of these ministers in the last days. It states, as it says, many will stand in our pulpits with a torch. Many will stand in our pulpits with a torch, will stand in our pulpits with the torch of the false prophecy in their hands, kindled from the hellish torch of Satan. Beloved, if doubts and unbelief are cherished, the faithful ministers will be removed from the people who think they know so much. If thou hadst known, said Christ, even now, at least in this thy day, the things which belong to thy peace, but now they're hid from thine eyes. Beloved, Sister White talks about music and selected messages, book 2, the chapter dealing with the Indiana camp meeting. That section, the Holy Flesh Doctrine. The section, Indiana camp meeting, and the chapter called the Holy Flesh Doctrine, page 36. He says that a bellowing noise will be seen in our churches before the close of human probation. Beloved in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, this is a sign that probation is closing on the Seventh-day Adventist Church. It closes at the passing of the National Assembly Law. Moses Mason, Jeremiah Davis got it right on that, beloved. And when these ministers stand up and endorse worldly music in our churches, and endorse Sunday surge at our churches, and endorse all type of worldliness and immodest apparel and immodest dress, and you see it all being all kind of immodest dress coming into our churches and outside the church, beloved, is a sign that Jesus Christ is going to come back. Stay faithful to God in His last days, beloved, and reject the Omega apostasy being given by our schools and by our churches. The Alpha was a startling thing. Sister White says, when the Omega comes, meet it. Meet this apostasy, beloved, in His last days, and be true and faithful to God. God bless. Happy prayer meeting night. God bless.